What happens when you take one of the most popular music genres in the world and mix that with the elements of power fantasy? Well, you get this. A show that has blessed our eyes with its stunning animations and our ears with back-to-back bangers of music that, in all honesty, makes this feel like an entire fever dream. K-pop Demon Hunter is a recent Netflix movie about a trio of Korean pop stars in a group called Huntrix, who have been insanely popular in the industry for years with an annual idol competition on the line. But by night, they fight the forces of demons to ensure the safety of the mortal world. This is not solely done through having incredible action fights, but also with their music itself. See, the member of Huntrix, Rumi, Mira, and Zoe are part of a line of women that has been fighting demons through combat and songs for generations, where they serve as a priestess-like role of singing and fighting demons in order to align with the natural harmony of the world. Considering that music is all about harmony, they are required to get everyone in the audience to harmonize their souls through their music, allowing them to channel the energy needed to fight off demons whilst also sealing them away from the mortal realm. In addition to these girls that we know as Huntrix, we are also introduced to a rising boy band called the Saja Boys, who are evil demons that plan to break the barrier between the demon and the mortal realm in order to feast on their souls. In later parts of the film, we also know that Rumi is a part demon, which establishes the narrative of an identity crisis within the show. One thing that I found the film did extremely well is the balance between the conflict between Huntrix and the Saja Boys with Rumi's identity issues. Most of us understand that the general plotline is for Rumi, Mira, and Zoe to defeat the Saja Boys, but the film does not hesitate to give Rumi the spotlight to showcase her backstory and her troubles. Majority of Rumi's life revolved around hiding the demon patterns on her, as they are seen as a bad omen, and considering she herself is a demon hunter, it drives her insatiable urge to seek ways to quote-unquote fix herself so that she could become a pure human. It provides her the opportunity to question the knowledge she has about demons and establishes an understanding that not all demons are inherently bad beings, Jinwoo being a clear example of this. Speaking of Jinwoo, I quite enjoyed the dynamic he had with Rumi, both being negatively influenced by their own upbringing and past, to that of finding a commonality with one another to the extent of creating a bond that changed them for the better, acting as a catalyst that sparks change and realization for Rumi. And we also cannot negate the fact that he exists as the sole love interest for Rumi, and I want to point out the reality that we as viewers didn't get the ending we hoped for. Like, hello? Sony Animations? Why you gotta do me like this, man? Like, what the f***? Okay, but I digress. The characters in the movie are all greatly designed and have a significant nuance to them that makes them feel ever so alive and lovable. This can range from the aesthetics that every character embodies to the interactions with one another. Like, the whole dynamic in Huntrix is 80% just them being a bunch of goofballs on screen, and you can't help yourself to just have a laugh at them, which contributes to my overall enjoyment of the show. Next, let's talk music. And I can 100% guarantee to you that each and every song that this movie features absolutely slaps. From the adrenaline-inducing intro to the R&B-esque song for Rumi and Jinwoo, they all fulfill a purpose one way or another. Accompanying that with the animation and the camera work in the film, it gives you the sense that whenever the characters are performing on screen, it legit feels like you are watching an actual music video plus a live performance being unveiled to you right in front of your eyes. Given the fact that this film is centered around songs and music, it is no wonder every single one of them have their own unique style and catchiness that keeps the viewers hooked and overall enjoy the performances that they are given. The moment that really hooked me was when the song Free started playing during one of the characters' meetup, and I had to repeat that entire scene over and over again. Like, it's just that good, I'd have to listen to it again and get hooked on it. What can I say? Besides the stunning visuals and animations, there's certainly a lot more room for the narrative build-up that I felt like rather than a single movie, a series would be able to expand and build upon the universe of K-pop Demon Hunters. This could easily become a popular franchise if Sony were to do so. If you're okay with the generic good versus evil, human versus demon type of plotline, then yeah, I think this is a palatable and fantastic movie that everyone can enjoy, and it clearly is. It's easily one of the best movies that are available on Netflix right now. But for me, the major praises just kinda stopped there for me, mainly because the narrative is relatively simplistic. And as someone who enjoys diving into the world building of multiple stories, it left me with a bunch of questions in regards to the characters and the world. There was this one point in the film where they brought up this entire premise of Rumi being a child of a hunter mother and a demon father, and afterwards that never comes out again in later parts. You would think that this would be an integral part of understanding that, oh, maybe not all demons are bad, but it just got swept under the rug in the end. Not only that, the backstory of the other members of Huntrix are also left quite vague, since we got various scenes within the movie where their insecurities are brought up, which we have little to no knowledge about. There's a lot more under the surface of what this film shows to its audience, which led to so many discussions and theories about the world of K-pop Demon Hunters. Sony Animations can really dive into the thematics of the film and expand more in the inner workings of major characters that we didn't get to in this one. Be it a prequel or a sequel, who knows? I'm just craving more for K-pop Demon Hunters narrative. But considering throughout this entire video you are seeing some clips and footage of the film, I would still say that the execution of this type of idea is just fantastic, and it's just refreshing to see the integration of Korean pop culture into a demon slaying medium in a film like this. I really hope this does become a franchise or a series, because there's just that slight hint of anti-climax when the ending hits, like, what? That's it? No way that thing just ended like that. No way, man.
Hell no, man. What the fuck?
Sony better give me a sequel or I'm about to crash. And when you take a step back and look at the film in the bigger picture or the grand scheme of it, it could have pushed more boundaries in terms of its esoteric and symbolic nature. Of course, you could say that I'm asking a lot from Sony given the fact that they have already broken the boundaries of animation prior to this film. But yeah, just think of this as me just sharing my thoughts and constructive critique on the potential and future of this film. With that said, that's it for today's video. I know it's shorter compared to my other videos where I really dig deep into the themes and ideas of a piece of media, but I just want to take this video to share my experience and opinion on this amazingly crafted film that is K-pop Demon Hunters. So let me know what you guys think of the film in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.